What's going on YouTube? Today we're taking a look at a blazing fast Wi-Fi 6E mesh system from TPLink. This is their latest AXE5400 Pro and it's their Deco series, which means that this is going to be for the consumer. It's going to be a very easy installation. Just download the app and within minutes, literally within minutes, you're up and running. Maintenance is really simple as well. So this is one of the easiest mesh networks that you're ever going to install, and it's really fast. Did I mention that it's fast? I'm getting my quoted download speeds all over my house, and that's something that my powerful gaming router couldn't even give me. This is the Deco AXE5400 Pro. Let's get into it, check it out together, see what it's all about. This is the 2-pack system. They also have a 3-pack available, and it is the Pro model, which gives you that 2.5 gigabit port. On each of the nodes, you also do get a gigabit Ethernet port as well. Again, get speeds up to 5400 megabit a second, cover 5,500 square foot, and connect up to 200 devices. It works with just about every internet provider. It also is compatible with Amazon Alexa, and there is a subscription model, Home Shield, if you guys want to get into that, and I'll show you what that's about in just a little bit. But looking at the side of the box as well, it is seamlessly AI-driven mesh, and again, installation is very simple. And it is going to kind of triangulate where your devices are and push that beam out to those devices to give you the fastest speeds possible. And I think the AI is doing a really good job, 100% about that. If we take a look at the back of the box, just a couple key specs I do want to bring to your attention. Once again, this is using the latest Wi-Fi 6E standard, which really is a huge leap forward for Wi-Fi. If you have some Wi-Fi 6 devices, you're going to notice that speed boost right away. Clean and congestion free, that's what the 6 gigahertz band is all about. Wi-Fi dead zone killer, seamlessly AI-driven mesh. Again, this is going to kind of beam the signal to wherever you are on your device, so giving you a cleaner, faster connection. You also do get that multi-gig Ethernet connection, so everything's going to be fast. If you transfer a lot of files, you're going to get a very fast transfer speed. Network protection with that Home Shield, you get parental controls, quality of service, comprehensive reports. Everything's done on the app, super simple. For those of you that want to know a few more specs, I'm going to leave the link down in my description below so you can get all the latest specs. But let's go ahead and open this up and see what it's all about. Taking a look at one of the orbs of the AXE5400 from TP-Link. I think it's very decorative and it definitely looks really nice. Of course, we're going to test this out and check it out together. But on the back here, here's your power, your 2.5G port. Then you have two 1 gigabit ports right over there as well. Let's see what else we get inside of the box. Of course, this is the 2-pack. They also have a 3-pack available as well. So these are the two orbs, I'm going to call them. Now inside, let's see what we get inside of the box here. This is going to be really simple. First, you want to download the TP-Link ID application, turn off your modem, plug in the modem and the Deco at the same time, and then use the app to finish up the setup. But let's see what we get inside here. It's probably going to be the power cords. So let's just take a look at one of these here just to give you the overall size of the power AC adapter. This is what it's going to look like. Little branding, TP-Link right over there. And then we also get an installation guide as well as a flat Ethernet cable that you can use to plug into your modem. So let me go ahead, download the application, plug it into my modem, and see what it's all about. Opening up the Deco application, once you create an account, just follow through the steps and you're going to be up and running in less than 5 minutes. Basically, everything is done automatically for you. Taking a look at one of the nodes, again, I like the way that this looks. You just have one very little LED light at the bottom, which you can disable if you want to within the settings, but it's not really bothering anyone. And I definitely like seeing a status light. It just lets you know if it's connected or not. So again, definitely a nice system, not super big. And to give you a little bit of a size reference, here's a little spray bottle of cedar. So you can see it's about just a little bit taller, just to give you size reference once again. Definitely a nice, small, compact system, but the speeds aren't compact and small. The speeds are explosive. Once you have it all set up and looking at the Deco application, this is where you're going to see everything about what's going on with your network. So if you click on the top here and go to Network Diagnostics, this is where you're going to see a couple things about your system. Like if your password is strong enough, if port forwarding is enabled, if your guest network is enabled or not, if there's a new firmware available for you as well, and it's also going to analyze all the channel congestion, so it's going to take a look at all the other Wi-Fi signals around you and let you know whether or not it's doing a great job, and it's telling me that it's perfect, so thank you very much for that network diagnostic. Now going into Wi-Fi settings, this is where you'll see things like your network name and your password. Clicking on the 6 gigahertz band, there's a couple things I just want to mention about the 6E band. Now I'm using this primarily and mostly as a Wi-Fi 6 mesh network, which I think most of us will. If you have an Ethernet cable, you can plug that into that second node and use that as your backhaul. But if you want the fastest speeds possible and the strongest connection between both of these nodes, or if you have the 3-pack between each of the nodes in your house, I would recommend leaving it on dedicated backhaul, so it's going to use that 6 gigahertz band as the dedicated way to communicate between each node. If you want the 6E band to be used for devices like your tablets and phones, then you can choose Wi-Fi network and backhaul. But if you choose this option, just know you're not going to get the fastest speeds possible, at least not in my testing. This might depend where you live. If you live out in the country and you don't have a lot of interference, this might be a great option for you. So just kind of play around with both of them, do some speed tests with both, and then figure out which one works best. But where I am, I have a lot of Wi-Fi congestion, so I've noticed that the dedicated backhaul gave me the fastest speeds possible. When I say the fastest, I mean I'm getting my rated download speeds everywhere around my house. So I'd rather leave this on the dedicated backhaul and forget the 6E for now. I only have about 2 devices that use the 6E network anyway, but when you do that, you still do have access to the 6 gigahertz, just not the 6E. So you're still getting a very, very fast connection. Going back to the main page, you can see in real time your upload and download speeds. You can see how many devices are connected. So if we go in, you can see I have about 24 connected clients right now. I have 13 on the main node, and I have about 11 on my second node. So again, it shows you everything that you need to know. Clicking on online clients, you're going to see all of your connected devices, and you can even see if you have any devices connected to your guest network. Under clients, you have Home Shield Pro, and this is gonna be your subscription model. If you wanted to go ahead and subscribe to it, it's about $5.99 a month, about $55 for the year. And this is basically going to protect your home network from malicious activities if you wanted to go ahead and do that. Again, it's all driven from the cloud, and it's all going to be seamlessly done. So if you're worried about that type of thing, you can go ahead and connect to it. Again, it's going to make sure you don't have any malicious content coming to your home network. It's going to prevent intrusions, and it's going to prevent those DDoS attacks. You also do have parental controls, so if you're worried about your little ones finding certain things on the web, let's be honest, the web's a scary place. You can go ahead and start some parental controls and block certain websites and whatnot. So if we create a profile, let's call this one Kids, then I'm just going to select an age group of 13, and then you can select the device. So maybe they're using an Android phone. Click on Done. Now within the kids profile, you can go ahead and block certain content. So you can just take a look. You can block adult contents, gambling, sex education, social media, pay to surf, media, downloads, games. So again, you can really control what their device is able to do. And if you want to block any specific website, you can go ahead and enter the URL right there. There are a couple pay-to-play options in here as well. So let's just take a look at bedtime. If you wanted to set up a schedule of when your kids are able to use any internet-connected devices, this is free for you to do. So every day they're able to use it from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And after 9 p.m. it's going to shut off the internet connection. And I think that's a great option. If you wanted to control more like the weekend and weekday schedule, that's where you're going to have to pay to play. And again, it comes under that same $5.99 a month. And there also are time limits as well. So if you wanted to set up a time limit, that's a pay-to-play option. And offline mode as well, that's where you're going to have to pay to play. But there are some free options that I think are really good when it comes to parental controls. Clicking on more, there's just a couple options that I want to show you. So you can create your own guest network, and it combines the 2.4 and 5 gigahertz connection. You can enable quality of service as well and give high priority devices, well, higher priority to your internet. Under managers, this is where you're going to be able to give anyone else admin control to your network. Again, perfect if you want someone else to be able to control your system. That's basically all of the settings that you have on the Deco app. Again, this is as plug and play as you want it to be, but you can also change certain settings if you want to do that as well. It's a very easy system to control. It's a very plug and play type of system. But speaking of plug and play, I want some fast speeds because I want to play some games in a little bit. So let's go around my house and kind of check out the speeds. Once again, my download is 500 and my upload is 20. So let's kind of see what kind of speeds we're getting. But I got to tell you, this is really fast, like really, really fast. Let's get into speedtest.net and see what it's all about. Now when it comes to the speed tests, I just want to try 3 devices at the same time. This is my old LG V40. This is the Pixel 7 Pro. This is the new iPhone 14 Pro. So Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 6, and no Wi-Fi 6. Let's kind of see what these devices are going to pull. Now my main node, my router, which is what all of these 3 devices are connected to, are up on a second floor right above me. So it's about 14 feet away. We're going to do a speed test with all of them at once, and then we're going to do them separately to see if we get any change in speed. Let's go ahead and get to it and see what we get. So now taking a look at the speed test again, we did it all at the same time. 7 Pro is pulling in about 290. 14 Pro here is getting 360. And my LG V40 is only getting about 18. Let's do this one more time simultaneously. Then we're going to do them separately. Let's just go ahead and do this and see what we get for each of these devices again. So 230, 270, and 25. Now keep in mind, I do have other devices connected, so these are not the only devices using the internet right now. Let's do a speed test individually now, just with the iPhone 14 Pro. And again, you can see I got full signal strength on the 14 Pro here. I'm getting about 410. Let's do one more just for fun. So about the same, 420. Now let's go ahead and check out the Pixel 7 Pro here. So the 7 Pro is actually pulling in better speeds than the 14 Pro at the moment. We're getting about 460. Let's do that one more time just for fun, guys. I like seeing fast speeds, and I'm sure we're going to get a faster speed than that. Let's kind of check it out. Well, seems to be about the same, 450. Now let's check out the LG V40 again. This is an old legacy device, but it's kind of important to see what these devices can pull anyway. It's not going to get anywhere near Wi-Fi 6 speeds, so we're getting about 30-ish. Maybe it's going to end on about 35. Nope, it ended at about 31. So that's definitely a fast speed, 450 down. Again, my rated speed's 500, so that is really good being 14 feet away. And on a second level, so we're going through some walls and whatnot. Definitely a nice download speed test. Now for the next speed test, I'm at the furthest most point of my home, and you can still see that I have fast connection. Again, I'm roaming between the two nodes at the moment. The main node is probably about 40 feet away on a second level above me, and the second node that I'm connected to right now is about, I'd say about 25 feet away. So let's kind of do this speed test and see what I can get. Usually this part of my house, I'm not able to pull any type of fast speed. And you can see from where I am, I'm getting faster speeds than in my office that I just showed you, 490 megabits down. This is absolutely insane. My rated speed, once again, is 500. I'm really impressed with the speed and range of this Deco system. I can't stress that enough. If you really want to eliminate some dead zones and you want to get the fastest connection everywhere around your house or office, I highly recommend this system. So at the next speed test that we're doing, I'm still getting about the 350 mark. Let's go ahead and do another speed test here, because I'm pretty sure I can get it faster than that. And yep, you can see it's pushing that 500 mark. Let's see where it ends up. 490 once again. So I'm impressed, very, very impressed with this system. If you're looking for the fastest and easiest way to set up a 6E mesh network, look no further than the XE75 Pro. This is an excellent system, and you can see from the speeds that I'm pulling, you're going to be very happy with it.